Hello, thank you so much for watching. Elise makes a bunch of videos. Today's video is about traveling in Peru. So in South America on the Pacific coast, just north of Chile and south of Ecuador is the country of Peru. I went there for the first time quite a few years back. I stayed for around a month in a trip where I went around South America. From there, I went to Chile and then on to Argentina. I'll have another video about Argentina. That'll be the next one. The only reason I don't have a video about Chile is because I didn't stay there very long. But yeah, so I landed in Lima. I really liked Lima as a city. It's a huge city. The sort of downtown area, there's Miraflores, which is where there's sort of like nicer restaurants and like it's right on the coast. And there's some parks and stuff like that. You can go wind gliding or whatever, paragliding, whatever you call that. So I did that. I stayed in Lima for about a week and a half. And a friend of mine, her mom and some of her family live there, so they showed me around a bit. So that was cool. Not everyone seems to like Lima, I think because I don't know, it's just a really, really highly populated city, and there is a lot of sort of like impoverished areas when you get outside of that little center area. But like, I don't know, I just really liked it, so whatever. I don't know why everyone's got to hate, but yeah, so I really liked Lima. I went from there, I got a VIP bus. So in South America, there's like a bunch of companies like Cruz del Sur. You can get where it's a bus, but you're basically, it's almost like being on like an airplane. You have sort of these staff that come and like give you food and drinks, and there's like movies playing and like recliner seat and all that stuff. Like you pretty much don't need to worry about anything. It just also it's more direct. Like there's not like a million stops like the sort of chicken buses as people call them. Like obviously you have to pay a bit more for them, but it's still not that much because everything's sort of cheaper. If you have like, yeah, sort of like Canadian dollars or American dollars. So I went from there to Cusco and stayed there for a bit. I've heard it's really changed a lot and expanded, and the tourism has gotten a lot bigger, obviously because it's close to Machu Picchu. So I'd be interested to go back and see how that's changed. And then from there, I went to Agua Caliente for a few days on this tour that I bought in Cusco. And yeah, so my first trip in Peru, I didn't really do any of the Nazca line things. Like, I guess you can go on an airplane and see the lines aerially, but it's like, that's really expensive, so I wasn't gonna do that. And I didn't do the salt flats either. Actually, that maybe that was in, yeah, I think it's in both countries. I'm not sure actually. Anyways, um, so another really cool place that I went on that trip was Puno, and it's like the highest altitude lake, I guess. And then there's these islands that are these floating sort of grass plants that form these islands that people live on. So that's kind of cool. And then from there, I went into Bolivia. So I went to Copacabana and Isla del Sol and into La Paz. That was quite a while ago. And then more recently, like a few years back, for 4 or 5 years ago maybe, I went to Ecuador, initially to the Galapagos Islands and then around, and I popped down to Mancora for a bit because I'd never gone up that way. I'd really like to go back and do Trujillo and some other places in the north beach side of Peru. It's a really cool country because there's like all the tourist places always tell you, like there's all the different climates, but it is really interesting. You can get like Amazon, you can get beach, you can get like desert. Um, so yeah, each area, just in terms of climate and sort of, yeah, ecosystem, is completely different from the other. So that's pretty cool. I'd definitely like to go back and see more of the coastal beach town type places, and also maybe more into the mountains and stuff. So yeah, I would definitely recommend. Peru has like the best ceviche in the world in Mancora, and yeah, good stuff. Pisco and all the good things. Awesome people, and it's close by to so many other countries that you could pop by if you're doing like a whole South America trip. So I'd highly recommend it. Lima is a good central point as well, and I guess Cusco is becoming more of that as more people go there. So check it out, and yeah, have a good one. Peace and love, y'all.